In this video, we're going to talk about how to create exploded views in SolidWorks. Here I have a assembly file of a piston and a connecting rod with some bushings and some piston rings in it. And we're going to make a quick and easy exploded view of this. In your assembly tab in the ribbon up here, you'll see that there's a button called Exploded View. If you click this button, that brings you into the Exploded View menu. You can also get there by going to the Configuration Manager, right-clicking on the configuration that you would like to explode, and then saying New Exploded View. Both methods are equally, it's the same thing. So once I'm in the Exploded View method, the first step is to select the item that you would like to explode. So for my first step, I'm going to select the bushing here where the connecting rod meets the crank. And when I click that, it automatically, I get these different options. So if I want to, I'm going to select this, I'm going to drag it in which way that I want to explode it. Now typically when you make an exploded view, you want to show the direction in which something is assembled. Like for example, you wouldn't want to explode this direction because that's not a natural way that that would come out of the piece. So let's delete that step and do that again. So I'm going to click the piece and I'm going to drag it up because that would be how that bushing would come out of the assembly. When you want to go on to your next step, you just click another part and then you drag up again. So this one, I'm going to drag this one pretty high, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to drag this internal piece, and let's drag this piece up. Okay, now I'm going to go to the bottom half and I'm going to select this bottom bushing and drag this down. Okay, so you see that we've got one step, 2, 3, 4, and at each step now it's remembering that and it's keeping your steps there. And so if I wanted to edit step 1, I can go edit step, and then I could drag this up further, and then it'll retain that setting going forward. So let's get in there and get that inside bushing, and then let's drag this piece up. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to take all 4 piston rings out at once. And so I'm going to go in and I'm going to select all 4 of these. I just click all 4 and they all come into the settings. I don't have to hold control. I'm going to pull all 4 of those out at once as well. I think I want to go a lot further than that, so let's pull these out this way. Then I could take the piston and drag that out as well. And that would be my completed exploded view. So once you're done, you can hit the check for OK, and now this is my exploded view. And in my configuration manager, underneath my default configuration, I have exploded view 1. If I right click that, I could say collapse, and it puts it back to my normal assembly. If I right click and I say explode, it breaks it up into its exploded view. I could animate the collapse. I could right click and say animate the explode. And that's the basic thing about exploded views. If you want to go back and edit a step after the fact, you can right click in here and say edit exploded step, and then you're back into that menu where you can maybe you wanted to drag this up a little bit more and do something like that. You could do that. If I explode step 4, let's say I wanted to edit the step here and maybe I wanted to rotate it a little bit. You can go in here and drag these arrows and move it along however you please. So that would be the fundamentals of how to create an exploded view. Again, it's going to add a configuration for your exploded view. And if you want to collapse it, collapse. If you want to explode it, you click explode. Thank you for watching.